This is all qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. They'll go into the season.
I knew you had to get a lot.
Coming at you live
Yes,
again.
sir. Fatrabbit Sticks, episode number 9.
Is that not awesome? Take you back to a time that was just awesome, the good old days.
Hey, ain't nothing like hearing little Larry ride on a Tuesday night.
Thanks for the Red Man, our executive producer, bringing that to life and making us look good.
He makes us look a whole lot better than we deserve, that's for sure.
Well, Saturday was a nice day for racing. The car count wasn't great, but still the competition was as tough as ever. Just going to do a rundown of the winners and runner-uppers, and got a few storylines there we want to talk about, and then we got the pro winner Dallas Calvert going to speak with us, and the sportsman winner David Leopard, he's going to be with us, and let's talk about their night of racing. But in pro, it was Dallas Cal. I think that's the fourth time at Greer.
Say yes, fourth or fifth final. Yeah,
I know I think he's won at Union, but I know it's 4 that I know. He had 3 in a row, but he'll tell us about all that. But he picked the win up over Mark Davis. I think Mark Davis was trying to retain or get the belt back from Tim West, and Dallas kept him from doing that. But a good night for both guys. In no box, it was Chris Green over Mike Smart. Mike Smart, he
had a good year.
Good year. Chris Green, I think it was his first win of the year. We'll talk about that in a minute. Sportsman, everybody knows David Leopard.
The popcorn.
He put it on him again over Jim Buford from Greenville, I think that is.
Oh, Doc.
And in junior dragster, it was a good hard racing. Hannah Lindsay picked the win up, and seemed like she's all the time right there in the middle of everything. Over Rodney High, they getting their act together, getting ready for end of the season, looking to have a big going to the bracket finals.
Yep.
and I know they've been struggling a little bit, but anyway, back to
adding to those results, some of our locals we call Michael White Spud picked up the win at Bristol with the PDRA, the Elite Top Dragster. Our boy Will Dotson runner up at Farmington on Saturday. They had a 2-day points race, so that was a good showing for him. But just a few highlights we had in the pro class. Old Daryl Childress' that new dragster looked really good.
it was doing real well.
And he lays down a 3 package and dash to set the day off. I thought that was pretty cool for them. I'm sure they were happy with that. You mentioned about Mark Davis trying to get that win to take that belt from Tim within that six-pack group. Yeah,
that's pretty good deal for them boys.
Yeah. So, but here we are again in the semifinals, and there, Tom and Dallas is right in the middle, of it. 1 and 2 in points, squared off at 4. Both made were good on the tree, very respectable laps. I guess it's just showing you these guys aren't going away. I think that's cool to see. We talked about it last week, but as a fan, as a racer, it's just these guys are still as hungry as ever. And thought that was awesome. But just
I didn't know who would be on the bye when I come around the curve. I know I come around the curve there and I seen him up there. I said, "Oh," but
now what you gonna try to get his address?
well, we'll get his address here in a little bit. I'll go on that last race of the points race. I'll find out where he keeps the truck and trailer. I'm gonna get a road crew to go dig the road up. But anyway,
going on to our juniors, kind of talk about them a little bit. Seemed like it's been becoming pretty common. Macy's Alexander finds herself in the semifinals again. She had another great day. First year, you couldn't draw it up no better to start her career.
And kudos to her dad. I mean, he's sitting up there with a winnable car, winnable driver. And it ain't a points race, and it's kind of, but they devote the day to that kid, and basically, I've seen you and Kip, put all y'all's into to them, and it's crazy.
And we talked about the family thing. We're not trying to beat a dead horse, but you see David, Brandon over there, Alicia, and Mike. It's just cool to see, but you mentioned about Hannah picking up the win. I think they've struggled a little bit the last several weeks, been a little slump, and it's good to see her pick up the win. Hopefully that propels her into to finish out the season. There's still a lot of good racing left to be had. Did you want to talk to them about the foot brake?
Well, the foot brake, I know I talked to Michael Smart earlier in the day, and he was talking about how he'd been struggling a little bit with the hot weather, greasy track. The truck wasn't just getting up. His old truck leaves pretty good. And Saturday, it seemed like the weather had a little bit of nice. The track was good, and his old truck was getting up talking to you, and he was showing me some numbers, and that they was repeating, and he was.
What though? Sammy wasn't there. Is there a theme there, maybe, or?
I can't believe he went as far as he did without Sammy being there.
I mean, he tells us other week he's the reason that Mike's like he is. I just don't believe. I don't believe.
But old truck was doing good, it working, and then Chris Green, that car is. You like watching it, that thing to get up, talk to you.
Out.
It's nice. Yes. And he's looks like he had it together, and anyway, pulled the win off.
Yeah, and, it's good to see. Hey, and you think about it, it's probably a good feeling. You're peaking at the right time. You got one more points race, and then your 10K race for them coming up.
I'm sure them two guys will be up in the middle of all that.
It's good to see.
Should make it.
So we want to go ahead and bring on Mr. Popcorn himself.
What's up?
What's going on, Dave?
How are you?
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Congratulations, Saturday, man.
Thank you very much.
Three now?
That's that's 3. I've got to run 5 races total, 2 points races, and the last 3 bracket races.
That's all right.
I'd probably just retire if I had that kind of winning percentage.
Well, he was it middle of the week. He's calling us out, wanting us to come over there with something to race, and then he backs up his talk. That's
he don't play no games.
That's pretty tough right there.
Tina got him dialed in. I know I was over there the other week. It's been one of them races you won. I was kind of fixing to go out for my time run, and she had this like look on her face. She went over there and she opened it. I don't know what she talked to you or what the deal was, and then you picked that car up and you went on out there, and the end of the night he's over to get his picture made. I said, she puts that boy has fear in him.
Maybe we need to get in line and get her to come down there and talk to you like that.
Yeah, she might need to.
Well, she can come and talk to you, but are you going to listen?
What about that old truck? What is that thing? Is it got a Fulton engine or a Par engine or a Leopard engine?
Actually, I bought the motor from Sammy.
Really?
I got you.
Yeah. It's just a stock 350. It's got a little small cam in it. But I tell you what, Saturday, that thing was running its numbers all day long. I couldn't hit the tree if I fell out of the boat. That's how bad it was.
You don't need to let Sammy take credit for another.
Oh, yeah.
Another.
Yes, he called me up and said, hey, I got this motor. You want it? Come and get it. So I said, okay, because I bought a 355 I was going to put over in it. So the 355 is just put up underneath the shelf, and I'm going to run that thing till it finally goes.
Right.
Where did the popcorn come in? How did y'all come up? That's a pretty good, because every time I look at that truck, I think of the popcorn.
I get hungry.
Oh, I got free popcorn for you. When me and my son-in-law Jerry was putting it together, we started it up, and it gave a little pop, and it still gives a little pop every now and then. So I said, popcorn. It's white. It's got the little rust spots in it. So I want to paint it over the winter, but I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I ain't touching that.
It's very fitting. I'll say that.
So we've heard it through the grapevine that next year we're going to step over into the foot brake class. Is that
I'm really thinking about it. I want to run the Sportsman. I want to go after the championship in that. But the way I was driving Saturday, couldn't hit the tree for nothing. Hey, I was out there having fun. And
I was going to ask you what you going to do if you pull up after run Brandy. You going
to lay over or you going to go for it?
Nope. She's either going to beat me or I'm going to beat her. I ain't laying over.
Well, that'll be good to see, man. I tell you, it's nice to see the whole family involved, and y'all been there with the rescue 35 years.
35 years. Yeah, this is my last year doing this.
You've seen people grow up and have kids and watch some of them grow up, probably.
Yeah, that one over there, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's when we come to the racetrack, we know that y'all have the best interests at heart, and that means a lot to. I'm speaking for all the racers, and that's a lot for y'all towards y'all, and it's the tireless hours. I mean, the hot days, the cold days, the rainy days, whatever it be. It's just we feel good about when we show up. We're in good hands, and that's just a test to y'all and what y'all do for us. But we're thankful for that.
Yeah. I thank y'all for that. But like I've always told, even the new guys I got working at the track, I try to tell them, hey, this is just me. Saturday and Thursday night people are family. You get out there, you take care of them, you get it done. If anything happens,
that's right.
That's right. And treat them like family.
Right. And I think everybody feels that same way, towards y'all and vice versa, and we know that. I know, I think if all goes well, you're going to have a third generation to start next year, aren't you?
Yeah, we're working on that right now. Yes.
That's gonna be another.
You heard it here first.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Got another junior coming on.
Yeah, we got Caleb the junior, but we're just slowly getting everything ready. And if he likes it, he's good to go. If not, no big deal. He likes it playing baseball too. So
I got you. That's cool.
What can you tell us about old chopped liver? We need to know about all that.
Chopped liver.
Uh, Come on now.
Don't
Yeah.
get mad at him.
Come on.
Chopped liver. My grandson, it doesn't matter where we at. He goes to his Gigi or gets ready to say bye. He'll go over and tell her, love her, kiss her, and just walks away. But he's kind of cutting his eyes back at me. And I just look and say, what am I, chopped liver? You don't like me? I'm just chopped liver? And, no, Poppy, I love you too. But so now I'm just chopped liver. So
You
whenever
chopped liver.
I'm chopped liver.
Chopped liver driving popcorn.
That's it, fool.
Hey, I had liver and onions last night.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here with us, and I'm sure you'll be winning more races, and we wish you a lot of success. And you
Thank
just
you.
keep driving your little heart out and having fun, and you can tell you're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all that matters, man.
And that's another thing, how you put aside, like you mentioned 5 times, you put aside your racing to when people, you feel it don't show up, you fill in to help out the rescue. That's again, we thank you and appreciate all y'all do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one thing for y'all real quick.
Yes, sir.
I'm still calling you out. If there's any way we could get this, put both of y'all in one car. That way I can get both of you at one time.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen, if you can get Mike Greer to okay that,
I'm going to talk to him, see if we can't get it done. Of course, I hope one of them's listening so Mike can know what was just said. So.
right? If you can make it happen, now I can't promise you that I'll have my shirt on before we go to the finish line. Because I'm gonna distract you at some point if I can.
Oh, you're not going to distract me. When I take off, the only thing, the last run Saturday, is I wound up short shifting because I didn't see him red light, but I never seen him.
Right.
And I short shifted. So that's the reason I didn't run my numbers for that last run.
I got you.
But I got one other thing to say, Rusty. Since you wouldn't say it last week, I love you.
Hey, we love you too.
Yeah, we need to work on doing something like that. Yeah. So I can get both of y'all at one time. When's the last time you raced?
We might make that happen at the end of the year.
When's the last time you run, Rusty?
It was
1982.
How long has it been since you raced?
Thanksgiving 2021. It was.
He giving us a chance. That's all the reason he's running.
No.
Yeah.
I'll
let you have one practice run. I'll wait and I'll pull mine off the trailer and go without it.
I'm gonna need more than one practice run.
It's not my problem.
Buddy, you be good. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
Baby.
Tell
Thank
Tatum
y'all.
and Brandy, hey.
Bye.
See you. That was good. That was good. I guess our next driver,
Get on Dallas.
He just absolutely he knows what to
He
do
could probably
on
live.
this end and this end.
He could probably live on the show. You
He
know.
probably could. Weekly winner. Let's have it, old boy. Hey, buddy, how
What's
you doing?
up, man?
Good. How are you guys? Hello.
Congratulations on Saturday. You
Thank you.
very deserving. Man, you've been hot this year.
I appreciate it.
The two of y'all, both you and all of both, have had great years.
It really has been a good year. Between the both of us, we've been to 11 finals
Oh my goodness.
and won 8 of them. So
Oh wow.
That's
yeah,
really
it's been really good. So
Yeah.
And he as far as your boy, he's really just getting started. He's doing good, but he'll probably another wheel.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Could be. I know we talk during the week and stuff, but you're a busy man. You got a wedding coming up.
yeah,
I know you're busy at work. We talk about that a lot. Trying to keep up with maintenance on both cars. I know your dad is a help too, not taking away from him, but
he's been fixing a rear end leak for the last 2 days. So I mean, I told him I seen him today. I was like, I appreciate you. Thank you, Dad.
right.
Yeah, that's a huge help. Huge help. So yeah.
Right. What do you do like with all this going on, what do you do to try to stay focused? Race in and race out.
I would say probably planning. Like that is my like. I really like to plan things out, like, and kind of have, okay, yeah, I know I need to do this on this car. I'm gonna do this night, or I'm gonna load my stuff up on this night, or whatnot. Like, I usually try to plan everything out. Like, I have a pretty good rule that like we don't unload dirty race cars. Like that's my thing. Like we that's just something that my dad like instilled in me years ago. Like, we take clean race cars to the racetrack. We might not have the nicest stuff in the world, but at least we're going to take care of it and it's going to be clean. So that's one thing that we've done with Alden is try to, teach him, hey, this is what we're going to do like every week. Now, whether he can do it or not, he still tries to put some effort towards it. If he's not available to help or whatever. But I mean that, and I guess the biggest thing is like I'm very, very positive, like very positive, like not to go down a past road, but everyone knows what I've been through. I've been through some pretty tough situations. And like when I wake up on Saturday mornings, I go to win. And I tell Danielle every week, I'm going to win today. Like I always say that. That is my thing. Like I don't go to any track, any day that I don't think I can't win. And I mean, that's like, I just feel like that's a big thing to have that mindset. Like, because you can only build off of that, to help keep yourself going. So,
well, and the confidence in yourself and the car is big too. I mean, that's always a big help. But so like, I know, which probably all motorsports, but really bracket racing is all about being consistent and the routine. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but having a consistent routine. I mean,
well, do you have any superstitions? Like, I mean, I noticed we was talking about that earlier. Like, if I wear a shirt and do good, I wear that thing out till it quit. You know what I mean? Just and I don't believe in to the point, I run it in the ground. But I mean, if I happen to stop by a gas station to get gas on the way to races, where I don't normally stop, and I go and have a good night, I'm gonna wear that out. Do you get caught up in any kind of stuff like that?
I would say I used to. I really did. I used to get caught up in superstitions. I used to think, oh my God, I got thrown in the left lane. Oh God, But now, like, I feel like
they could put you on the dang return road.
I mean, I'll go down the center or whatever. It don't matter. But I feel like with bracket racing now, like I feel like you have to have a routine, but at the same time, you have to be able to adapt to whatever routine someone else has. I think a lot of it is there's a lot of psychological that goes into bracket racing. And it's not just when the green light comes on and when you go through the finish line. I think there's a lot before that, the whole staging process, like, you got to be willing to switch things up. And when you do switch things up, you got to be willing to not let it bite you.
Yeah. So it's a lot more mental than it is the skill.
Yeah.
Truthfully. I mean, really. But,
I mean, there is a lot of mental that goes into it. Like, I mean, when I sit in my car and I'm getting ready, like I picture the run and I might picture that run 2 or 3 different ways of how I think that run's going to go. And, in that 4.5 seconds or whatever, 4 seconds, like you got to be willing to make some serious changes. Or if you don't, I talk about the look, if you don't like the way the race looks, I think that's a lot of it. But like I said, you got to be willing to adapt to the race from the time you put your helmet on until you go through the finish line. It's about being able to change whatever at that time period you don't like. So
for sure. Yeah, no, I agree for sure.
I see a lot of on your Facebook, you go mountain hiking, or you see like you and your girl, y'all do a lot of things together. What is that? Who plots and plans stuff like that? Is it more her or you, or do you come up and say, hey, let's go here, let's ride here, let's go there? Or is that?
So normally it's like
Because honestly, I'll say this: racing, especially keeping up 2 cars, and then you got you co-parent with a kid,
Yeah.
and then and it looks like your job. You work hard, and it takes. It's kind of hard. Sometimes they probably feel left out. I just know me because I'm in the same pickle or same situation that you're in. And then you got to make time for your girl and go do and do stuff. I know we was talking down at the concession stand one day, and you was just talking about how much you like spit. Like we used to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we was thinking I'd even be over on Thursday nights racing. In that little gamblers ray. I mean, just you can consume. Races got so expensive; it's hard for it to consume all of that every week like we used to do. But but now as we've gotten older, we're family, and we got here you are getting married. I was just curious how do you work all that into your life?
So of course, my dad and Danielle are like my biggest support when it comes to racing. Like they back me 100%. Always positive. Like, and Danielle's one, she don't let me get down on myself. Like she's going to tell me, don't you get down on yourself, because stressing yourself out. But, so just to give you a little backstory, her and I started dating, January of 22. So I started back racing, March of 22, after the break I had. Right. So I think we had been dating, like, I don't know. It had been after I started racing, it had been a few months later, like maybe 3 or 4 months later. And I remember her saying, I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Like she didn't know I was going to be like, so like consumed by this, so I just kind of had to tell her, I was like, look, I hadn't done this in like 9 years, just let me get back in the swing of things. Well, guess what? The swing of things ain't never stopped. It's been, pretty much gung-ho ever since. And then like last year when I tore that motor up, when we got the motor back together, she was like, I didn't know if we were going to make it through that. Like when I wasn't racing for those like 2 or 3 weeks, but no, but I mean, like she probably wish I would plan way more stuff. Like, but I've done so much better. I'm going to, pat myself on the back. I've done so much better about saying, hey, let's do this. Or we go to Beaufort, we'll take like a weekend trip to Beaufort. We normally would go like on a holiday weekend, go for a couple of days, but we're going racing this weekend. So that's but Sunday we went kayaking on Sunday, so we did that. We do go hiking and do other things. So, I think the biggest thing is not realizing that life is all about racing, even though.
Oh yeah.
When we were younger, we didn't think that way, did we?
I didn't think that way. No, I mean, like I remember I thought you had to be at the racetrack like all the time. Like, and if you didn't get to go racing on Saturday, then there was nothing else open. Like, I didn't know anything else.
Life didn't exist.
It didn't exist. I don't know. As I've gotten older, I found that it's not so bad if you don't make it to the racetrack on Saturday or whatnot. I'm still going to try to make it. No hands down about it, but it's not quite so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you touched on a little bit about your story, and I hope you don't mind me speaking on this.
Yeah.
And we talk between each other. We've talked a good bit, but I don't know how many people really know exactly what all that you went through. And I'm not saying you're the only person in the world, but me personally, and I want to do this on live.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you do what you do. And I feel like you're a person that you've overcome a lot. Again, I know there's other people it's watching, it's seeing this.
Yeah.
And could be dealing the same thing, but I feel like you're a person that could be there and show other folks that it can be done.
Yeah.
And you can overcome and on the other side be successful as a person, not just as a racer, but just as a person. But I do want to touch on that, and if you want to speak on it, I didn't want to
No, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good. Like I don't hide anything, and I know that's not what you're insinuating, but like you know, and even though the people listening that are watching, they might not be ever going through this situation, but I guarantee you there's someone watching this show that knows someone that's going down a dark road. Like, just hands down, there's somebody watching this show that knows someone that's putting themselves in situations that they know aren't the best situation, and they don't know how to get out of it or whatnot. But I guess my dad was like had my back no matter what. Had my back. Done my dad wrong so many times, but he always had my back, and that was the biggest thing. Was I had the support of my dad, but at the same time, I didn't give up on myself. I realized that, there was better out there for me than what I was going through at that particular time, and I think that's the big thing is people get so consumed with whatever demon or whatever they're battling, whether it be drugs or alcohol or anything like that, that they don't know how are they going to get out of it? How are they going to get out of it? And the way I looked at it, I got sentenced to prison, and I think I had to end up serving after everything. It was like 20 months, but I had thrown away like almost a decade of my life doing the stuff I was doing. So I realized, like, what is 20 months? What is 20 months when I threw away like 120 months?
Right.
What's 20? That's not gonna,
Right.
So, I mean, that was, and to come, I told myself also when I went in, I was like, you know what, you got to come out better than you went in. And that was my goal, and, I just had that mindset, and I had good people along the way that, talked to me, and didn't let me get down on myself. And I just kept my head down and done what I had to do to get better. So,
yeah, I didn't want to put you on the spot, but I want to give you the opportunity to do that, because I know we've talked personally, and your belief in helping others to overcome that. That's why I want to give you that spot to do that.
I'm willing to talk to anyone, like anyone's child, brother, or sister, whatever, like, and just, because a lot of times you hear, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do this. Well, all they know is what they don't need to do. They don't know what they do need to do to get out of the situation they're in.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
I just, and I've told you this privately, but I'm proud of you, and I'm still rooting for you and in your corner. That. But enough of that serious talk.
We'd like for you to stay with us. You might want to comment on some of.
So we've been working on some things over the last probably month. CJ's been a big help in this, and we want to do something fun. So what we're going to do, and is with the blessing of Mike Greer, obviously, to make this work. But we're going to do a Team Fatrabbit, Team Sticks challenge. So before we announce the teams, our picks, how this is going to work is, so the 14th, September 14th is the last points race. When they call for dash, if you're picked, you will be, you'll lay back. They're going to run the dash like normal. But if you're a part of this group, you'll be at the end of the line, and we'll run juniors first, foot brake, pro door cars, pro dragsters. But that'll be at the end of the regular dash.
Yeah. And you'll still be eligible for
the dash.
But you're just going to do it off to the side, so to speak.
Yeah. It's just,
and we hope we get a lot of participation from the other guys, and they work with us and
I hope
make it smooth.
we want it to run smoothly because obviously we want to be able to do it again, and Greer won't tell us no again. But if we really just want to do something fun, and we hope that y'all will enjoy it. But Tom, since you the old man, I'm gonna let you have your first pick. We're gonna start with the junior dragsters.
My first pick is going to be Adam Agee. I mean, I think that's a good pick. Didn't he? I mean,
he's a former track champion.
He's hot.
What we talked about over a month. He said
he's done very well. But my second pick is going to be Caleb Maddox. I mean, I know
you're bailing me. Are you bailing me out?
Whoa! Cut. We got a snake here. We got a Tom. Then we got a Rusty. We got to build some suspense here. Calm down. We got to build some suspense here. Like,
so
this is a big deal.
Oh yeah,
Adam's Tom's first pick. My first pick will be Will Dotson. And I guess at the end we can let Dallas chime in on some of the goings on with these drivers and stuff. But I guess he's told it. Little sticks.
The chief has got us in line.
That's right.
My second pick is going to be Kayla Maddox.
He's already got it.
I got her up there, and I guess it's time for you.
My second pick, I'm going with my buddy Alden Calvert.
That's
Dallas, is that right?
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Yeah. I'm scared to death to spell somebody's name wrong.
My third pick's going to be Callie Hall. I think I'm going to be the team to beat.
David's calling me out, and now you're trying to lay the gauntlet down. My third pick, I'm going my other little buddy Rodney Hyatt, and we are the team to beat in juniors. So
should make for some good racing there. And before we carry on, we need to the rules is
we
should have did that first, but
the rules is
there ain't no rules. The rules are there ain't no rules.
The rules are if you turn the wheel light on, yes, it's a dash run.
it's a dash
run. Jessica, it's going to be September 14th. It's in with the points race. It'll be the dash, but so once we have the pairings, the person you run, if you win, turn the wheel light on, that's 1 point for your team. No matter win or lose, if you are perfect on the tree or if you're dead on zero, that's another point.
Win or lose.
And then at the end of these pairings, we'll have a tally, and then we'll have a winner.
And when at the end of the night, whoever loses has to shave their head out on the start line.
Well, I'm already there.
I like that. I was going to ask what's the wager here. There's got to be something here that.
It's got to be something.
We'll have it listed next show. We're gonna do something.
I guess if the winner,
why don't y'all put in the comments what y'all think the wager should be? That's a good idea. Let's get some ideas.
Put your race helmet on and run down the track, Ricky Bobby style.
We'll let some of the people watch.
Yeah, the viewers can.
Yeah. Or I can just drive the Mustang to follow.
Take it down, baby.
You have to shut the doors, but I'll give it a shot.
But Jessica, this isn't an actual race. It's just going to be one run, 1 point, dash for cash, and
we're not
something really simple to not really slow down the other stuff of the race.
But we're hoping though to let the regular dash get through and people get up there. I hope people will get involved in watching.
Carry on and cheer. We might get up and do the announcing in the booth. Right.
Maybe. So as we finish the juniors, Dallas, you want to give a little bit of comments on the drivers, on our picks? I mean, I know we don't want to go crazy.
I mean, so you're going to be running who you're paired with, is that right? That's how it's going to work?
We reveal the pairings the Tuesday, the 10th, before the points race.
Gotcha.
Trying to leave a little bit of suspense there.
Yeah, I got you. Okay. No, I mean, I'm a little partial to the one there, of course, but but no, seriously, I think they're all really, really good racers. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, it's very honoring to have Alden's name thrown in there, with those other 5, because those other 5 are very, very tough racers. So
that's cool. Well, we'll go on to the foot brake, our picks for the foot brake. Old man, I'll let you start again.
All right, I'm gonna foot brake. I'm gonna go with Cody Spears for my first pick.
Well, I rode with him in the bad 16 at the 10K. I'm gonna roll with him again.
Oh yeah,
I got the rattlesnake, Sammy Niece.
that's a good one.
Who you got?
I need Sammy to sell me something. Everybody sold something to winning lately. I just need to buy something from Sammy, obviously.
Hell, I might buy some shoe polish from him this week.
there you go.
I'll buy dirty underwear if I can win.
Well, I was thinking when Tom said he wore a shirt out, I mean, I had a pair of underwear that had a hole in the leg. I just kept wearing them.
You had 3 wins in that
Yeah.
one.
I just turn them inside out, just keep wearing them.
I'm going to go with Chad Dotson.
The lizard. It's all right.
Yep, I took him.
All right.
You waited too long.
I shouldn't have jumped on Sammy, but hey, I'm rolling with Sammy. I'm going to Cap. But hey, I'm rolling with Sammy. Phil Durham. Yeah,
That's a good one. I've been talking a lot about him. I'm gonna put him in. I think he can do the deal. Michael Smart. Michael Smart.
CJ already knew who he was talking about before he even said it. I guess my pick, Ronnie Forrester.
Oh,
I'm going Ronnie Forrester.
That's solid.
Yeah.
Those are good teams.
Yeah.
Dallas, you or CJ or David, whoever wants to jump in.
I'll be honest with you, and not taking anything away from pro at all, but foot brake, you could probably have like a set of 10 on there. You think you don't have Jessica on there, you don't have Jesse, you don't have Harold, it could get pretty serious there.
Well, and we talked, we were talking this week about picks and stuff, and we're like you said, there's just you got Trent Holyfield's had a great year.
Oh, yeah.
There's guys and girls that you're like,
yeah, you
could even go down further in the list and they're just as competitive, but anyway.
Did y'all hear that text? Y'all hear that text? Somebody's texting Tom and Rusty right now, either mad they didn't get picked, wanting to get on.
It was me. I had someone text and said, "How about a chip draw for the parents?"
And it's tough to pick the three, three. It really is. But we're gonna go pro door cars.
I'm gonna step out of the top on it, and I'm gonna take Gary Adams.
Okay, I like that. I'm going Chris Tapp.
Oh yeah.
I think Yeah.
He's been driving good. He's been
has.
driving good.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go with reliable, and I'm a Blue Oval boy. Hipmatics.
Wait a minute now. That's two.
He's backdooring you, Rusty.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, that's all. That's
Y'all
all.
want to invite me to the Christmas get together this year, ain't you?
If you ain't got a bow tie on, I'm talking about a shirt. I ain't talking about no bow tie. If you ain't got one on, you ain't coming in the house. That's okay. You got one Ford left that you didn't pick. And I got to roll with him because he built my car, and you know.
Oh yeah.
Uncle Dale. I said
Uncle Dale.
Dale Maddox.
I'm gonna stick with the Blue Oval boys one more time. I'm gonna go with John Meany. And he ain't been hot like he been, but I did run him over a few weeks ago, and I should have just left it parked at the trailer. You know?
I'm going with my man Austin Durham.
Good pick. Yeah. I was about to say I can't believe nobody didn't pick Austin. So yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
You trying to get STI sponsorships? What it looks like.
He's trying to get all that.
Phil Samuel.
Listen. Hey, sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
STI's gonna be able to side that junior.
David's calling me out, asking me how long it's been since a race. I mean, I ain't beyond it, you know. All right, guys, what's your thoughts on our picks here? I know
that's another tough group right there. I mean,
I'm just looking at it from matchup standpoints. Like Kip and Dale would just be really fun matchup to make if you make them two run each other. So that'd be really fun. Like there's some cool stuff here that could happen. And I mean, like I said, I've been wore out by all six of them, so I can't really. There's no slouches on the list.
Right. And if Gary brings the Willis, it'll be a good show.
That's right.
You know.
Now, CJ, is that wore out like hand on your tail wore out, or is that like?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. I don't know that Dad's beat me. That now that I say that, he may. No, I think he has. So it's been he's wore me out in more than one way.
I got you. We'll roll into our dragsters, and this again was tough, man. They're just a tough group, such a tough group over there. But go ahead, Tom.
I'm gonna go way down the points list and pick one toughie up, Mark Davis. I think he obviously showed this week he's driving good. He can get after it. And
he's hungry. He's hungry for that belt. Is what he's hungry for. Oh, I got to ride with my buddy. I run up down the hill behind the bleachers on Saturday nights. DH. I got David Hall.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I guess since he didn't pick you first, I guess I'm going with Dallas Calvert.
That's a good one.
One thing about it, he's gonna be planning on winning.
Yeah. I hate it for Alden. He's gonna be on that losing team.
You got the best of both worlds, don't you? So I'm gonna tell my son Austin. He races. I'm sure all kids race. And they did race when we were younger, but in the house there, he's got him a car there, and it sounds like a blow. It's spot on. And I said, "What? Who was that, son?" It's Dave Brown. So if Austin's rolling with Dave Brown, I'm rolling with Dave Brown too.
Oh yeah. That's a good pick. You can't. My nigga, I think he's gonna be a good one for us. Tyler Mosman. I'm gonna go ahead and
It's a good pick.
Yep.
that one, and I think I'm gonna have a pretty decent team.
So my last pick,
Randy Norris.
I'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. We just got to pull the pin out.
Yeah.
Out the throttle stop.
Yeah.
I'm going with old Bobby Boucher right there, CJ Tapp.
I appreciate you got what the reference was. I whooped out the old water boy jersey for the show tonight. I appreciate you getting the reference.
I see it.
Appreciate it. Well, Team Sticks is going to have some high quality H2O that day, and it's going to be trouble.
You may need to let David speak because both of y'all are involved in this. But yeah, guys, it's something we want to do. We've kind of kicked around, and obviously thankful that Mike, allowed this to happen. If for some reason you can't or don't want to do it, with it being a points race, and just kind of against what you want to do as a routine, or can't be there, let us know. Give us a heads up, and so we can fill the spots. And if you do, help us make this as smooth as possible. And we'll, as time comes, we'll make this work. How we're going to pull in the lanes, but just help us make it smooth. Work with us because we kind of kicked around the idea the winner here. Saying in the next season, if Rear lets us do it, it don't have to be me or Tom, but somebody out there may want to challenge the winner, and they come up with a team, and do it again and next year, like one of the points races, and they have a team. We can keep this going, and we're going to go with some other ideas too. We just want to keep it fresh, keep y'all involved, but
and just have fun. And basically, and we'll talk more about it when we put our parent. Well, next week we're going to be closed.
Yeah, we're not going to get on next Tuesday.
We'll be going on vacation to Tahiti.
And then we're going to Bora Bora after that. But so we'll be off the air. We're taking Bobby Boucher with us.
but when we come back the next following week, we'll do a roundup of that following bracket race for that week, and then we're gonna give our pairings, and then we hope the drivers can get together and if right and left lane they can work all that out. We don't want to alter nobody's race day going into the last points race and have someone out there losing their lane and running a lane and then go in the first round, because we don't want to create. We're just here to have fun,
right?
And so we'll.
But if you can't be involved, just let us know as soon as you can. But let's make it fun and enjoy it. I see Brazier's got wanting you to wear a Chevy shirt, me a Ford shirt.
We can do it.
Bill Beck, what's going on? Joshua Garrett. But yeah, that's good to see you, bud. We're hoping things slow down for us and we can kind of catch some of these comments. We're not.
We appreciate everybody joining in, and don't forget to like and share and all that good stuff. It'll help us and get a little bigger, and we enjoy doing this.
We enjoy doing it. But I know we went a little longer, and hope that's okay. But we're going to end it. We appreciate y'all. See you on the 10th, September 10th. Like and share. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.